Hello, friends. We're here, stream 10. We did it of Horizon Forbidden West. Really thrilled about this bonus story mission we've got going. So it was laid out that we would be needing to collect these 3 separate artificial intelligences throughout the world and restore them to Gaia. And after we did the first one, she told us about this other one that might be sending out an SOS signal up north. And when we got there, oh, by we I mean Aloy, Erend, and Varl, all hooked up to the Focus now. When we got there, we saw that the Zenith people are there, who I cannot remember any moment prior to the dialogue option revealing them as Zenith people. Do they call themselves that? I don't which are the people from Earth's past that went out into the stars, or their descendants, and have higher technology. So they're involved. It's a bonus sort of story in that it wasn't the you must find this kind of a thing. Surprise! And I bet that Sylens is behind this signal or present in this place, because the people that took down the one Zenith person had to overload her shield with this huge trebuchet type thing, or crossbow, like a big crossbow. Knew how to do that, and the only person that could have taught them is the same person that taught them how to override machines, because it was Tenakth people. It was Regalis people, probably. So, enough theorizing there. We're going to get into it. Exciting times. Oh, and I couldn't save my game last night because it won't let me jump off. The campfire is right down that way, but it won't let me get to it. So I was like really nervous about ending the stream last night. Ran about 9 minutes over just looking for a campfire. Where are we? Okay, so we're at the very north end. Oh, that's a cauldron. Huh. Varl's just chilling.
Have a look around. I'll wait here.
Am I gonna fall? Is this... Oh. Okay, because it looks like I could pretty much... Alright. It's gonna be like the Forbidden West DLC, the Northern West Wilds, the West Northern Wilds. Because I'm at the very north end of the map. Or no. Wait, is that taking me to... Okay, that's still the cauldron. SOS coordinates. Oh, this is probably the exit door. Alright.
I'll keep some extra on hand.
Whatever skill I got in the last stream that allows more resources to be found in crates is amazing. It's not just better resources or more of them, it's both. Some relief. Like if I wanted to craft more Tear Blast arrows, I actually have enough stuff to do it. That's how you know the game is now changed, because I can afford Tear Blast arrows. Alright.
Done looking around?
Jesus.
Almost.
You tired? I guess I'm unclear on where we're going here.
How do you like me now?
I don't. Is there. The reticle that tells me where I'm supposed to be going is not.
Ah. Ah. The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. An Oseram with a focus. Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Alright.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here. I better get back to Erend. This is coming with me.
What a mess. All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing.
Hey, good idea.
Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the Asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? The Luthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
I love the arrow sticking out of this thing.
Can't let the cold distract me.
Where'd my gun go? There we go. Oh, her feet in the snow. It's incredible. The way it crunches and drift blows.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right,
They're
so we head down.
Probably doing this on
Erend,
purpose.
stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Well, he takes direction well.
Mine!
Anyway, the game's writers are probably messing with us because
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of Gaia, right?
Yeah, from the Proving Lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe.
you know, she's like, they call it the asset. But like, we know asset is just, it's a term that you use when you talk about whether a job is well done or not. Like the component of a job is an asset. Anyway, I have the asset. She's like, they called it the asset. We're gonna have to find the asset. She just read about it in the text messages of Zenith. Oh, that's neat. Where's your flashlight, Aloy? There we go.
Let's see what I can do with this. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console. I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed. This was a 4 Zenith research lab. Looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eleuthia's gone?
If it was ever here, then probably. But then why were the Zeniths still searching for the asset? Let's keep looking around.
Oh, right, Far Zenith. So it is the company that sent people into space, and we thought they blew up, or the transport of humans called the Odyssey that did blow up. Far Zenith was the follow-up company that sent one that worked, and they sent people to colonists to the Sirius star system. That's why they call these people the Zeniths. Got it. Crazy breaking up the game into days and sessions.
Hello.
I'm just gonna keep grabbing this gun until it disappears.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
Or anything you can blow up.
Ectogenic chambers. Like the ones I saw inside a Zero Dawn cradle facility.
What were they for?
Remember when I told you I was made, not born? This is how.
All this stuff. Wonder what they were doing here.
Well, knowing Far Zenith, probably discovering amazing things. For their own benefit. Get this from my stash when I need it.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, there wasn't much. Oh, wait. Well, it's so hard to tell where the plot's gonna take me. I want to explore everything, but I didn't want to move the plot forward without going under here.
This place keeps on going. We better check in that room.
Oh, shit. Well, I'm so conflicted. I'm not going to jump into the giant chamber because it's the most titillating giant chamber that we found so far. First, I'm going to the basement.
find anything?
Digital transcendence.
Thing that might tell us what the asset is?
I don't think so.
Wait. This way.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around.
Door 9 is locked.
So, how is Erend taking all of this?
Oh, that's why she left Aaron
Really?
behind. She wanted to gossip.
Well, Gaia, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Everything like drinking.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure.
I was kind of expecting that conversation to go on a little bit longer. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I can't even. There we go. It knew what I wanted to do. Okay, as long as I leave it there, it should be fine. Definitely going to be a huge battle in this chamber. Hello, Martha. Cat on the computer desk.
A control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out. This will be in my stash when I need it.
Oh, like 847 or whatever it was.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
You gonna make me do it? Okay. Huh. Isn't that one more than the number that there is?
Aloy. It's you.
We gotta get her out of here.
Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Hello, Elizabeth. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Farsiness. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now.
Oh shit.
But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Fudge.
You must succeed, or this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
I
So she's...
stand young Aloy.
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh shit, they can fly. Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
Two of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
Yeah, you know, if there's like a workbench, maybe. What would you stock up on to tackle a futuristic fighting drone? I think it's about as good as I can do right now.
Here it comes!
There's supply chests that I missed. Oh, its weapons can gravitationally reattach when torn off, which means tear arrows probably. Alright, plasma and acid. It's a usable heavy weapon. Well, that's what I have to do. Exposed when activated. Damage it to disrupt its ability. So if that little thing in the belly opens up, gotta hit it. Go to detached.
I should scan that thing. See if it has any weak spots.
Yeah, just did.
That thing's quick. Ooh, ugly one, aren't you? Much better. There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
Yeah, I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Another one upstairs, huh?
I can...
What was she gonna say? I ended up not using that dart.
It's no good. Can't use the polecaster on that.
Oh, good to know. Oh, there was something right up there. Bunch of stuff. These futuristic components.
Go on, Aloy. Aaron needs you.
Oh, right. Okay. Let's take a quick investigation around this room. Is there anywhere slightly more comfortable that he could have placed her other than the floor? Granted, it's all 1,000-year-old rusty metal. There's at least a... Oh, well, the chair, maybe? Is that like a hard foam? The chair. I'm just gonna say the chair. One of these chairs, Varl. Do you know that that's what they are? The floor? Now I know I have back issues. I mean, do I carry the dart thing all the way out? Yeah.
Well,
I guess I do. I could have just left it in the snow and it would have been there.
gotta get back up top and deal with that other Spectre. I just hope Aaron stays in cover.
Well, now, it's kind of a question. Did Beta put herself in cryogenics? I doubt it. Because when she recorded the message, she said, "I'll probably be dead." And she said they didn't have the Gaia console because she took that, so she knew that they weren't the ones that were going to put her there. So, no Zenith, unless it's a double agent, put Beta there. Which means maybe Silence did it.
Aloy!
Aaron!
And the Spectre's dug its heels in. It's got me pinned down.
Well, don't die.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
I'm kind of hurrying. There's, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm like at a 3. I have a heavy machine. I upgraded my skill point, though. It lets me move a little bit faster. Oh gosh, I hope these are ADA compliant. Can I climb them while holding a gun? Yeah, there's a way up.
Oh, that doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Erend.
I don't hear anything besides the music.
Erend, I'm here.
Watch out!
You could
That
use it
thing's
against
shooting down
Spectre.
the center.
Stay put. I'll see what I can do.
Second you need me, I'm there.
Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on it if I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some good shit.
Huh.
It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. Nice one here.
I won't be able to sneak up on it while carrying a heavy gun.
Shields down! It's on the move! Oh!
Damn it.
Aloy, can you hit this thing with acid? Aloy, you okay? Can't beat Almiron Forge. Take it like a man! Or a woman!
Or a woman.
You don't hurt me that easy. Go down, you miserable pile of junk!
It's like the opposite of junk. It's like state-of-the-art machinery equipment.
You need to be more careful!
Yeah, I do. This is going down.
Aloy! Ammo! Use acid. Corroded.
Thanks for the tip.
That's the weak spot. I'll finish this.
Yikes. Yikes.
Okay? Now this is why I came along.
Got a gun? Did we give you the all clear?
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
She needs a healer, but we need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon. If I can figure out how that thing works, maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all. Send this to my stash.
Well, I guess the gun is no longer viable. Can't be carrying around a futuristic gun.
No!
Should have scanned it first.
Damn it.
Non-invasive.
Well, it's better than nothing.
That was all really neat. And it wasn't Silence, it was somebody better. So I don't have any plasma arrows or purge water arrows.
I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths.
The clone.
I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
I wonder what it's like, being in space.
It sounds very lonely, if you ask me. Aloy, you're back.
Yeah, I'm just,
You mean after meeting someone who looks exactly like you, but isn't you, down in the basement? Guess this must be even stranger for you than it is for us.
Actually, I had a warning.
a little.
Varl said she may be able to help us in our mission, though.
Maybe.
So you and Varl, huh?
Sounds like you met.
Yes, the Karja Huntress. But Varl tells me that she too
Yeah. You've spoken.
a few words. You must have made quite the impression.
So you've been talking to.
Yes, she was kind enough to take me through some of the history of the Old Ones,
Beatles.
including their demise and the heroic actions of her. I was surprised to see she was you.
Well,
Past, but reborn?
You said you met Beta?
Varl mentioned she was hurt. I thought I'd offer her an extract to soothe the pain.
That was kind of you.
I just hope she doesn't plan on staying burrowed down there like that. She looks like she's barely seen the light of day as it is.
that's a good point.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the Old Ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. I see you've settled in.
Gaia did say this place was built for us,
It's true.
so we could regain control of our lands with her terraforming system. Nurture them like the land gods do Plainsong's fields. It does strike me as odd that a place of life should have so much metal.
Listen, 1,000 years have passed. Metal lasts.
What else have you been up to?
I've been studying Gaia's seedlings, the subfunctions. I wanted to understand why one of them would do what they did to Fa.
There you go.
Imagine my surprise when I looked into this Hephaestus and found out it helped create all machines, our land gods included. In a way, the Utaru owe Hephaestus our whole way of life, as well as our current troubles.
That's why we have to make Gaia whole again. Learn anything interesting lately?
There's been much to read up on now that Aether has been reunited with Gaia. It's hard to imagine that machines like Stormbirds once helped heal the skies. I used to be terrified of them as a child. Thunder still brings chills to my skin. But everything Gaia creates has a purpose, no?
Yeah.
No, hypothetically.
And if we can get Hephaestus back, she can get those Stormbirds in line.
The thing is, the great thing about this game, in particular, this being the sequel, is to have a character like this, who is all wonderment and amazement about the revelations from the first game. Both as a recap for players that have never played or that have forgotten, like myself, the finer details. And just because it's not self-congratulatory in a bad way, but just like, this is a story that you came up with. This is where the world is. This is why we all exist. Revel in it. The clone is a great idea for that reason. It's like, ooh, what if there were someone else that could do what Aloy does? Because she's also Aloy. Or Elizabeth. But, interestingly, admittedly, I did not predict that they would be allies so fast. Then again, who can you trust if not your genetic double?
Did Gaia tell you anything about...
She did. To think that there are places among the stars where life... It is... humbling and heartbreaking.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru, warriors like the Tenakth...
By holding them off.
What?
When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce.
Huh.
The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crop. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat.
Oh shit.
This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement. But some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask. You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them.
Like
Nice.
Aloy and the Elders.
When the
monkeys.
Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they burned our fields. Those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in this...
I was helping the healers back then. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe. And while they bickered,
It couldn't have been easy.
I come from a small village. My grandmother used to say there was no... I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about... But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had... I rushed there with the healers to help the survive. The smell of burning flesh haunts me.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to demand that we take a stand against... I was denied.
You said you set out to...
I did. News of my disagreement. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
Well, shit.
You said you were at Barren Light when the...
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was... not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvest passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter.
This Zoe character is so much more complicated than I would have guessed, and it's nice to be surprised. My cat also just jumped on my lap. Hi, Martha. Welcome. So, Alias Dude, 2 questions. 1, have you played the first Horizon? Welcome, by the way. And do we know each other like on Twitter and stuff, or like through podcasting? Let's see.
I need to get going.
May the land bloom in your steps.
Martha's being very friendly right now. Kitty. Oh.
Aloy, there are more supplies in the chest. Help yourself. Where have I seen this before?
Erend? You okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah. I mean, why wouldn't I be?
Because there's 2 of me now.
Hey, there's 2 of you now. At least you seem to be handling it okay.
I wouldn't say that exactly, but I'm trying.
One disclaimer here. There's story moments at play. Like one big thing about the first game is obviously now commonplace in the second game. Do you want to know what that is? Because I'm about to go talk to Aloy. Just said it now too, but it's something to do with the plot of the first game. So if you haven't played the first game, it's like, okay, I'm 25 hours into this and we're just getting good. Oh, okay with spoilers. All right, you want spoilers? Okay. Aloy, the main character of the first game, Horizon Zero Dawn, this is going to be like the 60-second recap, is a genetic equal, like a clone, of the woman that saved the world 1,000 years ago. So this is 1,000 years into our future. And by saved the world, I mean that this woman, who looks a lot like Aloy, was the one that allowed life to continue existing. Everyone died. Everyone died. The Earth died. The biosphere collapsed. And sentient computer programs restored the Earth about 4 times unsuccessfully, before getting it right. And into that world, a bunch of people came. And the computer system that was running everything, known as Gaia, who I'm about to go talk to, kept everything running with her subordinate functions. We're talking terraforming. These machines that look like the normal animals, you hunt them in the wild, are actually part of a greater picture. They're part of a bigger thing where each animal served like a function, each machine served a function to bring the overall planet back to a habitable and actually flourishing status. So when something happened in the first game, and I don't want to spoil it too much, but like Gaia, the computer program that was running everything, stopped doing that. There were, beneath the temple where Aloy was found as an infant, as like on her birthday, basically, there was a signal sent to release her, etc. The idea is that the clone of the woman that saved humanity might be able to do it again, which is the plot of the first game. But there's tons more. I didn't just spoil the whole plot. I'm saying in general. So from that kernel, there's another clone that was introduced in this game, but a younger version, and she comes from a race of humans that survived Earth's extinction 1,000 years ago and actually traveled to space to do it. And so they've had a clone of the woman, but we're allies, and I'm about to go ask her how she's doing. And also about the people that are sort of the main villains in this game. And by the way, if you know Lance Reddick, who's the actor Lance Reddick, he was in the first game as sort of Aloy's adversary, but like mentors. Like she needs him and he needs her, because Aloy's face print opens doors that no one else can get in, because she's the woman that was part of the project called Zero Dawn. So it's a big deal that she's the only one. So he needed her, she needed him. They parted ways, not a spoiler. He's back in this game. And right now it's a bit of a question as far as what his motives are versus what her motives are. Essentially, the machines have gone wrong again, and she's trying to make sure that they can all go back under the umbrella of the main AI Gaia, which she got a backup of earlier in this game. And that's about it. And everybody she's interacting with who's not a clone of herself are people who have grown up in the culture and the civilizations of the current day, which they know nothing about. I mean, he knows now because he's in this bunker from the before times, but most people don't know anything about this. Yeah, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna pin this message. Like, the game has so much going for it, apart from like that overview, because it's just a really fun game. I was blown away. I didn't know this game was a thing. Then my friend Chad and Melissa Anelli, who you might know if you listen to MuggleCast, she's on Pottercast and webmistress of the Leaky Cauldron, were like, "You haven't played Zero Dawn?" And I'm like, "No, I haven't heard of this." Like, "You got to play this." I played it. I loved it. I engaged with it. The first stream, I streamed the whole game, is on YouTube. It's the only other stream I've done. And this one's the sequel that just came out. So awesome stuff. You're welcome for the recap. It's my dearest pleasure to talk about a cool game. But yeah, I'm kind of doing just some story. I'm just talking to people right now because we finished, right when you came in, we were finishing like one of the big turning points in the story, which was Aloy found this younger clone of herself that she had seen before in an altercation with these other people that for some reason they lived among the stars to survive, but they've come back to Earth and they want to turn all the machines bad again to destroy life. They basically want to take all the terraforming equipment and turn it off and send the Earth into another ice age or lava age or whatever it takes.
What you reading next?
I saw Gaia added something to the archives about metal rods being used to harness lightning during storms. Guy reminded me of a cousin of mine. Thought he could trap lightning if he covered himself in Stormbird plates. Went up the tallest mountain in the claim to prove it. It ended like a lot of Oseram things do. With a spark and a boom.
The other thing about this is that all the people you meet are endearing. Even if they're just one side quest, the people that you meet are very, very good. And this guy's in the first game. He'll be one of your good friends. And the other people that are with her, the other guy that she's with is one of her friends from the first game also. So, neat.
What are you working on with your focus?
I'm still figuring out how to read stuff on this. Those two lovebirds over there have been giving me a hand. But to be honest, all the little symbols, they give me a headache. But I'll get up to speed. I promise.
The other funny thing is this guy's name is Erend, and the other guy that we'll meet is named Varl. Neither of their actors are American, but everyone here talks with like a non-accent. One of them's, I think, Australian, and one of them's British. So there was an interview pre-game coming out of like, let's interview these guys who are reprising their roles from the first game. Like, hiya, how you doing? Yeah, this was a wonderful opportunity to bring back the role of Varl. Very exciting. Then you hear him in the game and he's like, hello, Aloy, how's it going? You're just like, man, he got rid of his accent for the role. That's acting.
Did you speak with Beta at all?
She didn't really wake up till we brought her here. I thought it'd be better if Zoe and Varl took care of her. No use crowding someone when they're in a state.
It's exactly like Tom Holland taking his accent off for Spider-Man. But regarding that, I have not yet seen No Way Home. Do not spoil me. I know I just spoiled you. You can get me back, but you wanted it, and I do not. Wait, no, I've spoiled myself about No Way Home. Don't worry about it. I deliberately asked people, listen, it was only in theaters. What the hell? Jeez. It was only in theaters, and I didn't have time. I need a free weekend. It's in 20 days. Oh, don't be Wormtaily. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. No, I spoiled myself. I needed to know because they wouldn't confirm it if Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield came back. So when my friends who did go see it, who are cooler than me for having gone and seen it, I asked them, and they were like, yeah, they're back, and it's good. And so I found all the info I wanted. So it's cool. Anyway, I haven't seen it yet. And I haven't seen Uncharted, and there's 5 or 6 movies I want to see. Well, anyway, the only other point I'll talk about before continuing this story is something you bring up in the chat. Incredible storylines in video games. Video games are like... If you think about television in the 90s... in the early 2000s was still like this episodic kind of format where the plot, the storyline between episodes didn't really matter. TV's not like that now. It's serialized. And in the mid-90s, we started to see this trend of if you missed an episode, you had to like figure out what happened because it mattered. And so TV as a medium changed how stories were told using it. And now TV is really the golden format because you have more time to tell these complex narratives versus a 2-hour movie. You could do like The Hobbit did and try and make 3 movies out of this whole thing and like spread them out across a couple of years, but no one's interested in that. Seasons of TV series that are lasting 10 or 11 or 13 episodes are how stories are told. These days, the best stories. And that's what video gaming is too. You know, a video game these days takes 40 plus hours. The first Horizon game took me 60 hours to get through the main story. And some of that is play, sure, but a lot of that is acting. A lot of that is voice acting, and it's absolutely 100% of it is storytelling. And so the capacity of video games to tell a story, especially a complex one with a lot of moving parts, is even greater than television, which could do it in 13 hours. Video games can do it more and better, and also you're playing, so it really engrosses you. So I'm a big fan of that in general. Video games and storytelling in video games. Some recommendations I would give if there are games that you maybe didn't hear about. They're not all similar to this. Some of them are actually like open-ended in the way that your choices matter. I'm thinking of, there's one called Detroit Become Human about AIs. There's one actually with Elliot Page from many years ago called Beyond Two Souls. That had a good story. The Last of Us, of course, huge, like really, really good story. And that one's relevant again because it's coming back for an HBO. It's getting the HBO adaptation with Pedro Pascal, who plays the Mandalorian on Star Wars The Mandalorian and Book of Boba. All of those games are, yes, The Last of Us, 100%. There's actually another remaster coming out. It was originally for PS3. They did a Last of Us remastered. It's HD now, woohoo, for PS4. But now, of course, 10 years on, it's PlayStation 5, you know, for the HBO thing. So I think they're remastering that again soon, like even better. But the story is great. The story is just, The Last of Us is one of my all-time favorite story-driven games. But I think it's shorter than this. And for that reason, Horizon, which is just so involved and beautiful. When we get on it, we're in a bunker now. When we get into nature, it'll be great. But this game is probably one of the best story games. And it's easier to follow. I feel like, you know, it's not trying to be Game of Thrones over here with hundreds of family lineages to follow and sigils to track and all that kind of thing. But it manages to have that depth of history between these races and also Aloy's personal history and her journey. Aloy, by the way, is the name of the protagonist, Aloy. So all of those are pretty good.
I have to get going.
Don't go causing too much trouble.
The other reason that I prefer story games is kind of a disclaimer, is that I'm awful at combat. So games that are fighting games, action games, adventure games, I can't. I have missed enough arrows that should have hit their target in this game, because this game does have combat. You're fighting machines, you're hunting machines. So the games where it's just like go into a room and search everything in the room, like Life is Strange. I would recommend the very first Life is Strange is definitely getting again, multiple remasters, a remaster this month. It might be out already. Life is Strange is one of those games where you walk into a room and you can just go push triangle and look at, like, or push circle or whatever, interact with everything in the room and learn the story that way. That's my speed. I can't parry, I can't dodge, I'm not great at it, I suck at aiming. I love aiming, I love combat. I'm not good at it. So this type of game is very satisfying for me. But yeah, cool. So I'm gonna go talk to my clone. Figure out what she's all about.
Aloy, glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
Panic.
I'll talk to her.
Oh.
Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare?
A lobotomy?
It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago? That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed. So Far Zenith established a colony world after all. Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable. Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves? Not their descendants. What? Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
What?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves? I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants. And you? Does that mean that you're... I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function. Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it? When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Well, this is an interesting thing from a writing standpoint because Earth has seen several reboots that didn't work. The machines failed a bunch because there are just too many variables. The current Earth that we have 1,000 years in the future is the gold standard. So this idea that the people that she came on her spaceship with back to Earth after all this time to destroy Earth and want to wipe the slate clean doesn't sit with me because there's probably not a lot of them. If they came on one ship, it's a big Earth. We've only ever been in North America in this game too. Who the hell knows what's going on elsewhere?
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over? When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want. Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their Gaia kernel, they'll have a hard time doing that. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry.
It's the 1%.
Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says. Eric, he's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab. He enjoys hurting people. Yeah, I know. The Zeniths needed Elizabeth's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it? They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit. So you know about the extinction signal? It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries. Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elizabeth Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise.
All the options are selectable, but you can choose to not ask these questions.
You mentioned the Zeniths set up a base here on Earth. Where is it? Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. but I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine bores. It must be impregnable.
What took so long?
What's inside the base? Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus, infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
So much has
Are
changed.
there more Zeniths than the ones you met? I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
Talking with her clone, who's now her friend.
Oh, good.
Remember we went to that remote northern territory to see if we could get Eleuthia?
Yeah, and then
So it wasn't Eleuthia.
you couldn't find a campfire and you were like,
Yeah.
"Oh, saved."
Well, so everything saved correctly, or everything picked back up correctly. Anyway, we went into this old facility, picked this person up. Her name is Beta. She's a clone of the same person that Aloy is a clone of. And she... we don't know who put her in that freezing chamber, because she was running from the people that brought her back, which are the people from space. And she said, not only are her people from the colony that went to the Sirius star system 1,000 years ago, which, by the way, has no bearing on the first game. It doesn't matter. I'm telling my new friend, Alias Dude, who's here in the chat, who I've just been recapping the entire first game's plot to, who has not played the first game, which, don't worry, this is not a spoiler for that. But, hello.
Hi, Alias Dude.
So...
Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. It's a good time. We have fun here. So not only are they just people from the space colony, but they're the same exact people that left Earth to begin with, preserved somehow over 1,000 years due to, which is a weird choice for the writers to make, just gonna call it out.
Weird choice, but okay.
But okay, through cybernetic implants, whatever.
So they left Earth, and then they got somewhere, and they were like, okay, let's freeze ourselves.
Apparently...
And then they unfrozen. You've come back?
Apparently their colony on the Sirius star system lasted for a couple hundred years and didn't work. So, I don't know. We only just found this out like 5 minutes ago from her talking about it, so I don't know. But the people on Earth that went with the Zenith colony were all the 1%ers.
Well, how about that?
So the game is really politically relevant
It's
to
all those
today's
billionaires
age.
escaping to space,
The
and
darn
Earth
1%ers.
getting destroyed.
Reminds me of the movie 2012. Did you ever see that? John Cusack driving a limo across...
Was it the movie that came out in 2012?
It did, about the Mayan Doomsday Calendar thing.
I did not see it.
It's excellent. I own it on Blu-ray.
Oh, wow.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened? All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A. The Zeniths never told you any details. They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius. Guess they survived old age too.
Yeah, how the hell did they do that?
How did you escape the Zeniths? Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run, I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me.
She was...
So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eleuthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity. You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eleuthia.
That means they have Eleuthia.
What did you do, exactly? Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me. The one the rebels killed, outside the facility. Baina's dead?
Oh.
How did they bypass her shield? I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape? Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eleuthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers. And the Gaia root kernel? I told them I could capture Luthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me. Well done.
That's some real good bullshit.
You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing? The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elizabeth's DNA. I doubt Elizabeth would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it? That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
Okay. That's a little ominous, but okay. I don't know if Elizabeth's still alive. Oh. If the game is creating the possibility that people who still lived before Earth was destroyed are alive now, then it would be really great for Aloy to meet her maker. But actually, I think they found... Well, that's a spoiler. I think we know that Elizabeth was a heroic sacrifice of the final endgame that saved life on Earth.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that? But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Aristotle.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database.
Oh, that means the
Before
Apollo
Ted Faro purged it.
database exists.
The Zeniths have a copy.
Wow.
So it still exists. And you got to learn from it.
That means that this girl
Only
knows
one was
everything
deemed
about,
pertinent to the mission.
well, not
If I
everything, but
requested
the
information
database.
outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it. To have all that knowledge just out of reach must have been frustrating.
Just outside the door. They helped her bring. They went with her to the place. They laid low. There were two of those big sentinel fluid machine creatures.
Spit acid.
Yes, and fire. They were there, and she took down one of them, and then Varl was down with the passed out, unconscious Beta, and then Aloy went back to the surface, and Erend was there fighting with one, and then she took that one down, and then Varl came up, and they took her to the bunker, and that's all you missed. I guess I have to let her rest because it's my only dialogue option, but I
All
have
right,
a million
I
other
think that's enough for
questions,
now.
like,
Do you want to come upstairs, or... So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaius fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
Jesus, we haven't even started
How
yet.
did you know? Optimal strategy, so? Well, I still
Well,
have
thank
to
you
get
for
2 more
confirming it's the
subordinate
best
functions
plan on
before
the
Gaia's
planet.
Powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus. What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
No, why do we need
Gaia's
it?
still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single location. Of course not.
What's your problem, kid?
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are. You were supposed to be further along by now. Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing. They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location. What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die. Hey. Calm down.
Yeah.
You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
Tell us everything we need to know.
I have certain knowledge sets.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack.
Yes.
Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
Jesus.
Calm down.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
Yeah. Aloy really didn't want to know how far
I'll come
behind
back
she
later
was
and
on
talk to
saving
her.
the planet.
See if I can learn anything.
Teach us some computer science, girl.
Yeah.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Okay, time to talk to Gaia. Be like, Gaia, why
Gaia.
are we so far behind?
Gaia.
Gaia Waya. Beta says that she got more information in her little preschool class on the starship that came back to Earth than I've gotten in my entire life. What do you say to that, Gaia?
Pizza?
Apparently
It was a Montessori spacecraft.
longer it takes to be delivered.
Pizza tastes worse the longer it takes to be delivered. Oh my god.
I think it was just
No, it
black
doesn't.
bread.
Reheated pizza is better. Oh no, okay, no. But it's close.
Yeah, it's hard to make.
It's a different,
hard
it's
to fuck up.
it's kind of like it transmutates a little bit. I love this. Alias Dude just said, "Tell her COVID pushed the plans back."
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Sorry,
wo-
Beta, there was a pandemic.
this is also
Missed out.
not a game ruining spoiler, but the first game established that the world ended in about 2070 something. So, and there were a number of important things that happened between now and then. But yeah, so this is 3070 ish.
Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core.
Silence is playing with
Ostensibly,
fire.
this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands.
They used it successfully.
Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their
It's
tracks.
silence.
Silence.
Yep. There we go.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Aletheia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The two remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elizabeth here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more sub-functions to get.
Ooh. Side quest is definitely happening next. Need to know. One other thing that I'll point out about Gaia is that because Aloy was literally made from genetic data that was handled by the AI system Gaia, Gaia's kind of a mother figure to Aloy, and she spent the first 5-10 hours of this game prior to being reunited with Gaia, pushing her friends away. She was like, I am the only one that can save the world, etc. Then when she got Gaia up and running again, she asked Gaia's assessment. She confided in Gaia, and Gaia was like, yeah, let your friends help. And she was like,
honey, you
she
can't do it alone.
Yeah, she gave her the validation.
Friends.
Yeah, Aloy was emotionally vulnerable to this sentient computer program.
Computer mommy.
Yeah, and it really changed something character-wise. It was really special. There's a whole apartment out there. What's Aaron doing?
I know. It makes you want to punch something. More like someone.
He's playing a game of some...
You're the one that helped me find it.
What's a game?
People make mistakes.
What's he doing? What is he playing? I need to know. Where is Aaron? There. Oh my god. He's doing it. He's found like rock music or something. He's found like heavy metal. Like, I'm just gonna wait for this animation to like reset here. So these people didn't know about the Earth's past at all because they grew up in the present. But in this game, they are just, they all have the Bluetooth headset and they're all learning about Earth's secrecy. Their Earth's secrets. All right.
Oh, hey.
Anything new? Nothing new. Okay.
I have to go.
I'll keep on studying then.
Studying, that's what you were doing.
Studying Alice Cooper.
Yeah, right, exactly. Okay. Talk to Solana.
Hey, you and Aaron okay?
Nothing some rest can't take care of. Are you okay? This beta thing, it's a lot. Even for you.
Just trying to take it one step at a time.
Fair enough. If you need anything, just let me know.
So?
Yes, training. Mostly. Look, she reads glyphs faster than I can already. I'd be a fool to refuse her help.
Of course. How's everyone dealing with Beta?
I tried explaining what a clone is to Aaron. He was totally lost. Then Zoe said something about 2 trees coming from 1 seed. That seemed to help a bit.
Oddly, there's always a old nature
I'm
explanation for
guessing
the
you've spoken with
cutting-edge
Katala?
science.
I wanted to pay my respects for those who fell when we were ambushed. Told him I'd never seen anyone throw themselves at a machine like he did. He said a warrior shouldn't be praised for fulfilling their duty. For a second, I thought I was talking to my mother. Never thought a Tenakth and a Nora war chief could have so much in common.
You guys reading something over there?
We just finished going through all the logs you collected back in Nora territory, and All Mother Mountain. It's hard to imagine that my ancestors were trapped inside, without the knowledge from Apollo to guide them.
Thanks to Ted Faro.
Yeah. I wonder how it must have felt when they were finally free. The world must have seemed so beautiful.
Not to mention terrifying.
And they became an entire tribe.
I'm guessing Talana didn't stay for long?
You got that right. Makes you wonder what this Amadis guy did to grab her attention.
Whatever it was, she didn't tell me.
Must be quite a story.
That's the mission we're
I
going
guess
on
she'll tell us when
next.
she's ready.
We're gonna find this Amadis guy. She needed a way through the mountain.
It's good to see you and Zoe enjoying yourselves.
We're learning a lot. I've actually been looking through the data to find ideas for a gift. To thank her for helping me study
Most
the
charming
glyphs.
ways to charm
Something from
witches.
the old world that she's never seen before.
Yeah.
Instead, I found out they gave each other stuffed animals.
Ah!
If you ask me, stuffing a dead animal with
It's not taxidermy,
anything,
buddy.
really, doesn't sound like a good time for anybody.
Maybe Gaia can help you find something else.
They call what cuddly toys?
Stuffed animals.
Rather than taxidermy?
Rather than stuffed animals.
Oh, right. Okay. Cuddly what?
Cuddly toys.
When did this happen?
I don't know, like a few years ago.
Cuddly toys is now the official term?
Or like plushies.
Looks like I was wrong about the Zeniths.
Yeah, plushies, I get it.
Their ship didn't explode on its way to Sirius like everyone
Sure,
thought.
this book.
We saw how they lied
It went
about
into the
creating a better
archives of
future at
that
their
these
launch
people are using.
facility. Guess they lied about what happened to their ship too. But still, the tribe settling amongst the stars.
I couldn't put a single dent in their shields, Varl. That one Zenith almost killed me.
That didn't stop you from resurrecting Gaia. Won't stop us from using Hephaestus against them.
Let's hope That's
Yeah,
enough.
when we get Hephaestus.
How's everyone handling their focus?
And we all have our difficult moments. Arendt definitely curses the most. But I'm hoping Oseram's stubbornness prevails.
How's everyone doing?
Just taking it all in. No one snapped their bowstrings yet.
I see everyone settling.
Zoe's planning on bringing all kinds of plants in here.
There's no
Says
sun.
a home should always spring with life anew.
There's no sun. This is a
asked Aaron to help
bunker.
find some.
We're in the
I think
mountain.
he'd rather stick his head into a snap mall.
Still, it's not a bad idea. I should get back to the wilds.
I'll keep an eye on Beta.
Okay.
All right. We're going to Talana, who's one of the ladies that I have been flirting with.
Has Aloy been flirting with her, or has she been flirting with Aloy?
I can't remember between Petra and Talana which one was just like a captain of the guard. Aloy comes across, they help each other out, they go their separate ways, and where I found the other one. But there was like a mutual understanding that they're both badasses. Oh, they made a campfire here just for me. Even Aloy was like, yeah, what's going on? Yeah.
Slow crunch on
Because it wasn't by the door before. There was like a...
You guys go talk to those people.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, you know. Okay, so...
The impression I've gotten from Aloy talking to people is that she's not really interested in anyone, in flirting with anybody.
Well, Aloy is very duty-driven, and this is in the first game as well. But there are the occasional moments where she can't help herself but be, like, really pleased by somebody's, like, either actions or comments.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say flirting, I really mean, like, mutual respect with also, like, a slight kind of wink there, here and there.
Like, maybe if I weren't so duty-driven.
Yeah, because Aloy's kind of butch, and...
She comes across as kind of Katnissy.
To use an outdated term, Aloy's kind of butch. And so... you know, she's got the weight of her world on her shoulders. She's an accomplished warrior. So when one of these other women that's also butch is like, hey, what's up? You know, I've just kicked a bunch of men's asses. How's it going? She's like, nice. And they're like, I know. It's great. So that's what I mean by flirting. They're just, you know, they enjoy each other's company. But it seems like a few of them, Talana included, can, like, I don't know, like, Aloy, like, cares what they think versus just like passing it off as I'm not one among these people, it's fine whatever they think. So I'm gonna try and where can I am going to be right back in like 3 minutes on the stream. BRB.
You gotta pee?
Why'd you have to say that? Yeah, I was. It's still not muted. Yes, I have to. Bathroom break. BRB. Alright, we're back. From peeing. Okay. Let's meet our friend, Talana. Thank you. Thank you very much for the welcome back. Alright. Oh, the other cool thing. So there's these machines in this world that are built to resemble animals. I've said that before. These are, what would you say those are, Meg? Too hard to see. Well, anyway, some of the machines, part of the first game is devoted to learning how to send a signal using your staff that can control them. And not all of them, mostly like the medium-sized ones.
Secret ingredient for someone, I'll bet.
But it means that you can use one as like your horse. Your mount. Alias dude, please meet Bluey. Named after the color blue of the light that gleams from all such mounts when you convert them into your helpers. Probably 8 or 9. Several Blueys have died. Sometimes, because you can fight on Bluey, it's cool. As a mount, you can fight with them. Where was I going with that? Oh yes, so I'm going to take Bluey to help me travel a little faster to where my friend Talana. Oh shit. Who? What?
Race? They definitely don't sound like rebels. Maybe if I follow their tracks, I can find out where they're headed. I can probably use my focus to follow the tracks those riders left behind.
I kind of also have something else entirely to get off and do. Yeah. I mean, maybe until I get like a. Just to see kind of like. Oh. What that quest is. Oh, where? Highlight check. Can't be on this thing then. There you go. Like, if I don't do this weird errand side quest now, I'm gonna forget about it. Because it's not a main side quest. It's a sub side quest. So I'm level 24. I have 14 skill points to spend at some point. That's neat. Never enough skill points, but I have 136 rocks.
Machine riders from before. The ones who were racing. Wonder what they're up to.
There we go. Dry urine, talk to the machine riders. So I tracked. I'm not interested in racing. But I tracked them, and now it created this dry urine gauntlet run side quest. So, great stuff. I don't need to do this right now, and I won't. But, having found it, now I can just, like, come back to it later. Yeah, now I put a pin in that. Working with my Bluetooth headset right now. Deselect. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's see. Usually I avoid creatures that are bigger than me. was a thought I did not have, streaming Hogwarts Legacy when it comes out. But, yeah, I don't see why not. Maybe that could be a really, really fun way of doing something tangentially related to the podcast. Like, I'd post, like, updates on Patreon or something.
That could be your first non-Horizon stream.
It could be, although I have, I want to do Legacy of Time, because I'm courting that guy for my podcast. But, yeah, I'd be interested. That's a great idea that I...
Oh my god, armadillo!
There's an armadillo?
An armadillo!
Where? How?
It went to the right. It ran across the path and then it went...
Oh, there it is. Hang on, I gotta... That's a fast bugger. Oh, horned lizard. I'm sorry to tell you, you're wrong. Should we find it? Should we follow it and find out? Is it... No, that's a pigeon. A pigeon! I'm gonna kill that pigeon.
No!
Yes.
No, why? No! Why? You don't need to.
Alright.
You
Well,
like pigeons.
but what if I do like pigeons. Harry Potter does not like pigeons. But what if I need a pigeon pouch thing and his little life? Aw. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna run it over right now. Wait, it flew off. It's fine. Wait, no, I might kill it. It's kind of in my way. Or it's not in my way, it's in my sights. Okay, it's firmly gone. There's no way I can end that little pigeon's life. Just the sheer fact that the pigeon had the audacity to live 1,000 years into the future. It's like, okay, gotta kill that thing. Man, there's just all these machines. Some of these I don't think I've scanned before. This is like the equivalent of, like, yeah, machine unknown. Frost Bellaback. This is weak to fire. Yeah, that's alright. You know what? Fuck it. I'm actually gonna come after some of these machines. Yeah. Machine muscle. Got that. Oh, it's too far away. There are like 15 machines. Oh, you know what I should do though? Is I should actually override some of them to fight each other. Unlocked. Yeah, a lot of these are machines that I can override. You can't mount them, but you can get them to fight for you. So if I can sneak up on like 3 of these, it'll present fine enough distraction.
Sand's scraping at my armor.
Wow, Aloy. Complain much? Oh, it hurt me. Oh, I don't have enough resources to craft precision arrows. That just figures. Whoop. I'm out of health potion too. Yep, I'm out of health potion. Ooh, but I have some like food from the chef. I'm really gonna die, actually. It's gonna reload the game. Like, I'm absolutely convinced. Earthwater. Where's my roast beef? Okay, they can't see me. Louie, let's get the hell out of here. Whee!
It's down.
Just punch that thing in the face with my feet. Get out of here. Alright, I need an epic shit ton of berries. Sandstorm or something else.
Smoke. Could be from a camp. Maybe I should check it out. Some kind of Osram camp? How'd they end up out here?
Oh, I have a workbench.
Underpass was structurally unsafe.
Something nearby is sending that signal.
Was there also a cauldron around here?
I don't know.
Yep.
Another tall neck.
Or a tall neck. Oh yeah, it's real close. Let's go see what this is all about. Yeah, screw Talana. Still stands. The tall necks are these giraffe-like beings, and the I still have that comment pinned. I'd like to play the new HP game, yes. Okay, still stands. Tall necks seem to be malfunctioning. These things, when you climb them, give you a map of the area. But I think I'll probably have to fight some burrowing machines first. I'm not thrilled.
The tall neck must be the one sending the signal.
She slid a real long while. Did you watch her?
You get a strong color on this.
Some bushes should just like pass us through. That one. Eventually, we're gonna get to like
Osram gear.
future Las
What are they
Vegas,
doing here?
which I'm very excited for.
I should check it out.
And there's a workbench for me. Alright, first the workbench. One thing at a time. Alright, what weapons that I currently have can I upgrade? Let's figure this out. Available upgrades, 8. Craft ammunition. Use lens resources. Oh, tear arrows. But how many? No, they all fit, so I probably couldn't.
It's actually pronounced tear arrow. Because they make you cry.
No,
Tear
it's
blast.
no. It's called tear damage because it tears the machine's armor off into different components.
Tear
Oh.
damage. Because it makes you cry. Can't damage.
Pouch upgrades, tripcaster ammo, and traps in general. 2 things that I did not need or care about. Great. Potion crafting. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. I need berries I don't have. Great. Crafting outfit. Is my current outfit? No, I currently have this one. Yeah, I can't upgrade this outfit until I have a Claw Strider Razor Tail. 11, 9, negative 23, 25. Yeah, this is better. Alright, not gonna worry about that. Weapon upgrades. I don't use that. I forgot about the perimeter tripcaster.
It's a parameter tripcaster.
Yeah,
I can pronounce things.
I'll screw around and upgrade this a little. Oh, I can't do it anymore. Frost Blast Sling. Got some coils going on. I can upgrade that the whole way. Remind me to try, even just once, this prototype spike thrower that I just spent a lot of things upgrading. Okay, cool. And then, in the inventory, I can go and coils and weaves. So the weapons that I have, some of them can be upgraded. Ability to agility damage. Tear damage. Hello. Alright, so permanent tripcaster has a shield with blast damage, that with fire damage. That's gonna be one of my main weapons, but not at the moment. This is the one that I'm using the most. And I want to add, I should be able to upgrade it. How do I edit coils? There we go. Okay. Stealth damage. Tear damage. There you go. So the machine that, the weapon that I have that does tear damage can now do more tear damage. Hunter bow. This is acid. Acid plus 9. There you go. Slightly stronger than what it was before. That one's locked. Slicing Shredder Gauntlet. That also has a tear thing. Ooh. Coil is already in use. Then what the hell is it showing me it for? Alright, we're good. Okay, bodies. Is there anything I can do about them? Before them? No. Right, nothing.
Looks like the Osram used some kind of harpoon to take this machine down. Must have attacked the cab. Maybe my focus can help me figure out why. killed by machines. So the one they took down wasn't alone. These are Tolmec antennas. The Oseram must have stripped them somehow.
I gotta give them back. Range weapon. Oh, yeah.
A harpoon weapon. With anchors? Were they? They were trying to take down that Tolnek. So the Oseram wanted
Thank
to
you,
bring
Alias
down
dude.
that Tolnek and strip it for
Have a
parts.
good night.
The machines must have caught them in the act.
Thank
I
you
wish
for
there was a
coming
way
in.
to climb up and inspect the damage. Unless I take down the Tolnek myself and try to repair it on the ground. It wouldn't be pretty, but at least it'll get fixed.
The idea of taking down a Tolnek is a hell of a thing. So she can repair it. It's like saving a machine from itself. It's like taking the feral creature into captivity to fix it. Like the turtle hospital. They ain't gonna fix themselves. But we can. Yeah. How am I gonna weigh down the Tolnek? That doesn't make much sense. Yes, what's up? Last question. Yes. This thing, there are only a couple of them in each game,
But my stash has one.
and they are collecting geolocation data. It's kind of like geocaching. You climb them, and then your spear like logs into them and gets map data for the region, geographical region. That's their purpose. A lot of wood for arrows. Glad you think so. Yeah, it is real cool.
Tolnek is my favorite machine because
It just chills.
it's just so chill.
It's chill. It's not.
Hello to you too!
Those gentle giants.
Yeah. Tracker burrower. Oh no.
Machine resistant to shock.
Yeah. Butterfly's just chilling.
Looks like machines got to this one too.
Usable, isn't it? Ah, shit. I guess I can. Yeah, you like shoot a rope or whatever. I knew that was.
Fallen!
You could burrow the Damn. I don't have any berries either.
Christ. I gotta get anchored to the Tolmec's weak spots. I'm already attached. Oh, sounds like trouble. And I need more anchors. Othra must have set up other ballistas in the area. I just gotta find them.
Yikes. I need a berry. Got a berry. Need to keep getting berries. Oh!
I bet a ballista can help me fight these machines.
That's fun. Yeah, that'd be great! None of these are medicinal berries that I need very much to survive. Probably gonna die. Be forced to reload. Berries, please? Nope, cliffside red thorn. But now I'm in this whole other area and pretty interested. Yes, that's probably it. Small stamina, small health. Oh, medium stamina potion. If I can't have health, at least I'll have stamina.
What's next?
Where the hell am I? I'm like in this entire corner. Pretty soon it's gonna tell me. Yeah, well, pretty soon it's gonna tell me you can't travel to this location. But then why would they have created all this climbable area? Yeah, this looks like I should be able to go here.
There's probably other anchors set up in the area. I need to find them. Use them to take down that Tallneck.
The first game threatened to like reboot me back in. It's like if you go any further, you will be rebooted. But this game is just like, come on back.
It's like, sure, check it out behind.
It's like the part of Bed Bath & Beyond that's like beyond. Yeah, we got rocks and stuff. This is the beyond part of Bed Bath & Beyond. Why? How far can I go back here? What is? Wait.
Can you, like, travel
Is it because? Is it because this is part of the map that it's like allowing me to go between them? This climbable area should not exist. I'm thrilled that it does.
Bet a diner would be interested in this.
I'm just totally chilling right now. This. Oh my god. If I go up to this tree, it's gonna be in the middle of like. Seriously. What? Even in this game, I've come across the edge of the map and it's like, yeah, don't go here. You can't. Now this one is just like, we got resources.
We got resources.
We got rocks and stuff.
Coming back, we got resources.
I don't get it. I can tell. When's it gonna tell me off for being back here? There's totally stuff back here. That's.
Butterflies can survive here.
Yeah, I guess Aloy's got a good chance. Come on, go up.
She's following the butterflies.
I love it. I love it.
Ooh. That glistening water.
Now is this? Yeah, this is totally part of. This is the map. This is part of the map. I've just been given this like behind the scenes tour. This is the back lot. This is where all the golf carts are stowed. Yeah, I tried to use the. Well, I thought this whole time I was supposed to be finding berries or health, and I didn't find either. So. Maybe I can do what I did in the other one and just get up on a mountain, glide down. It's actually that
In the
way.
boonies.
Yeah, I should totally be able to.
The tonic.
Oh, it's over there. Yeah, I don't have other help. I should
There's
have gone
probably
to
other
the
anchors set up in the area. I need to find them. Use them to take down that Tolmec.
Alright. There it is. The flight recorder's back here.
Another ballista. And it's got one of the anchors I need.
Huh. We need to, like. Anyway. Oh, a machine sees me. That's not great.
I bet a ballista can help me fight these machines. One more should weigh it down enough. I need to hurry.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled about this. I have such. No. Those things that like scanned. Oh shit. This thing's
I've already used that ballista. I should look for others in the area.
Yeah, I should look for berries first. Here it is. Okay.
Oh, good.
Acid bellow bag is going to be strong or weak against acid? Strong against acid. I don't have the retort. Oh man, that thing's coming after me. I can't save one. Easy. Rock. What's a rock gonna do? I'm so screwed. There's a berry. I need to just buy as much bushes as I can. What's down here? Little old world settlement. It's even more machines. Alright, so I'm looking for Ballista. Ooh.
I need this.
Yep. Huge guys.
These legs look too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way.
See me? You don't.
I'm
Aw.
here!
Best just to get on with your mission, I guess. Ouch. Can't get more of that. Oh, I'm out of berries again. That one's dead. Oops, I'm so close to that. Really gotta get back to those berries. Oh, that thing's right here. Ooh, don't fire on me, don't fire on me. Yikes, I think it almost, very much almost killed me just then. Need some berries. I have none in my stash. Right? Is it though? Oh, that's good.
It's gonna take more. I've already used that ballista. I should look for others in the area.
Out of this way, I'm in a ruin. I'm in this ruin and I don't like it. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. down too. Oops, something else attacking me. What be that one? Oh, it's just a burrower. So we need to strike. Shock arrows. Oh, I guess it's not weak against shock. Didn't even build that up a little bit. Just kill him. Yikes.
No more ammo.
I need berries. Those were my berries. Yes, I can always come back to this Solnik, and it will be exactly as weighed down as it currently is. Yeah. Where can I find? You know what? I'm going all the way to Barren Light. I need to buy health potions and all that other stuff.
You should just, just go like into a strawberry field and
Just lay down.
and just
Yeah.
get out your little wicker basket, walk along,
Collect
taste
some
as you go.
strawberries, take in the new nature.
Yeah.
Hey, good work last night. Oh, I
She's
can
hurting.
use your insights later on. And what did your sister think you would?
Where can I get? So I have how many thousand? 4,000 metal shards.
Oi, there.
Oh yeah, I think I have like 53 health potions. They just don't transfer over. Large health potion. There you go.
Wow.
Take. Not enough room.
I like how it says it with an exclamation point. It's like scolding you. It's not just telling you.
Yeah.
Not enough room in your potion pouch.
Not enough room. I have 100. I have 300 berries.
What?
This whole time?
Ah!
You SOB. I thought the whole thing between your stash and your pouch was that if you push and hold, it resupplies the whole thing. Item cannot be crabbed. No, a rock is a whole thing unto itself. It takes millions of years. It's not that you can't, it's just that Aloy would die of old age before she did. Alright, taking the where? Outfits. Herbalist. Cook.
Looking for a real...
Sun wings.
Oh, I can only have like up to 3 meals.
Take it.
Period.
Enjoy it. Oh, hi!
Oh, right.
Come on then! No one...
She's the one that wanted me to collect all those lenses. I just want to sell all the valuables I got to a merchant. somebody handle that. Yeah.
Son above, you're in a rush. Hey,
That is right. Son of a. Don't mind me. Oh. Savior Meridian. There she is.
Just gotta go so fast all the time.
Alright. Berries! Oh, wait, but I already had 300 of those. I just couldn't use them. Oh my god. Wait, I don't. So, what about. Chain script? I don't even have a fast travel pack! Wait, I think I can craft a fast travel pack. Yep. Okay, that means I can get to Chain Scrape. A little bit. Got about 24 minutes left of the stream. Due to how much story was present in this stream, it just seems like it's been going on a lot longer than it has.
About time he went crawling back to whatever damn...
All of this. These rows are all just for selling. That's how long it's been since I've been... Yeah, 2005.
Oh my God.
I've doubled my. I've gotten 50% of my money added on. Yes. Okay. So. That's 50 whole metal shards. Oof. It's worth it. I can't find that in the wild. I'm not good enough. Alright, that guy didn't have much, but I sold my stuff.
Ignoring me again?
3 months.
Jesus. That's exciting. That guy is all the way down there. And that might be the Pacific Ocean. It might be. I can too. Watch me. There was a There's a campfire there that I found. That's unknown. Oh yeah, I forgot I can notch multiple arrows. But if you... the problem is, if you load up 3 arrows and miss, you've lost 3 arrows. My accuracy is not good enough to where I have a good amount of confidence.
Noticed machine riders earlier. They seemed like they were racing or something.
Really? Yeah, I tracked them. How about that? I'm gonna get Bluey. Hey, buddy, where are you? There it is.
Stay here. Another ballista. It's got one of the anchors I need.
Need to wait for it to come back around, though. It's just kind of waiting. Waiting on the world to change. Waiting.
Override might fix the target. All the more reason to bring it down. Yeah, they're standing in my ears now.
Haha! Aloy just complaining about the terrain. Just like, yeah. Oh. What, really? Funnel cloud? Oh yeah, yeah, totally. It's okay.
Sorry about this, big guy.
She even said sorry about this big guy. there's a salvage thing. There's a salvage thing. There's a cauldron. A leaky cauldron, that's in London.
A leaky cauldron, that's in London.
There's a cauldron. There's a cauldron. Wherever I just was. There's a cauldron. At least 3 more cauldrons. I'll be able to override more machines. That's the one we beat. That's another cauldron, so I know where 4 cauldrons are.
That thing.
What's what thing?
Up and to the right. That salt bite.
Of course. It's salt bite. I'm missing tools. I would have expected at this point in this story I would have gotten the underwater tool and the IV tool. But I can't even get this tall neck. It's locked because, see the little lock? Because I don't have a particular tool that I need. So, okay, alright. Know where a cauldron is. Got a couple cauldrons. Camp Nowhere. Talk to Talana at the Oseram camp. Oh, that's why we're over here. Because that whole plot thing. Oh. Yikes. Ouch. I got it. Yep. Oh, I think it sent out a shockwave that downed all the local machines. City is that way. Yeah, I saw that funnel cloud in the distance. That was really cool.
That Oseram camp Talana and I were trying to find should be around here. Pouch is full, but my pack has room.
Wow, Poseidon's supposed to be right there. That's level... So I'm level 24, so it's probably underneath that. Well, that's always an option. Go to the next darn diggity AI. But no, it got rid of my quest.
Some Tanakh built an outpost. They got shot last night.
Have I got news for you, Red?
Talana, glad to see you made it.
Thanks to the secret passage through your base. It was quite a sight.
Secret passage? Don't let the others hear you say that, or you'll have a lot of Oseram knocking at your door.
And you are?
This is Raggard. He's a scout with this caravan. He says Amadis was here.
He joined up with our expedition right before we went through the tunnel. After we made camp here, I set out to do some scouting. I also made peace offerings to the Tanakh for trespassing in their territory. Amadis wanted me to ask around about some place called the Rot.
What did you find out?
Most I learned was that it's where the Tanakh took their prisoners. Somewhere far to the west near Thornmarsh, the Lowland clan's capital. He set out to find it not long after.
On his own?
I tried to warn him, but he was dead set on going.
What happened when you went through the tunnel?
Nothing. Our crew split into 2 groups to pass through. Everyone here was part of the first crossing. Aside from some pitch-black passages, it was quiet. Whatever befell the second group spared us. Steel Spark be praised. But you best talk to Porgov about that. He knows a bit more than I do.
Did Amadis say anything about why he was heading to the Rot?
Afraid not.
Sounds like him.
More or less. He seemed shaken when we learned the tunnel had collapsed behind us. But then again...
So you're a scout for this crew?
Where to start? Down south we got a trio of Oseram trying to delve into the ruins in the sand.
There are more of you?
They're the ones we followed out here in the first place. And then there are all the other folk who broke away as soon as we got to this side of the tunnel. Salvagers, explorers.
Just how many of you were there?
Enough to lose track, that's for sure. Seems like they've been patrolling the desert. Heard all about the rebellion from the Tenakth up in Scalding Spear. That's the Desert Clan's capital, north of here.
Sounds like you've really gotten to know the area.
It's what I do.
He just passed that off like it's nothing.
Thanks, Raggart. This has been helpful.
Hope you find him.
Okay, I'll head for Thormarsh. Meet me there.
Hold on.
What?
You're willing to go to the ends of Tenakth territory to find this guy. No hesitation.
Aloy's jealous.
Of course, he's one man alone in the Forbidden West. I'm just worried about him.
I think it's more than that. I'll meet you near the lowland capital. But then, you're going to tell me who Amadis really is.
Fine. I'll lay low, north of the village. See you there.
Sure, we're stranded. They're splendid.
Nice choice of armor.
Thank you. It's nice to have a fan. I got it at Forever 1021.
Careful now.
Hun, trade.
Where? It's the other way.
Every battle brings.
See, I forgot I was high up. Waterfall. I actually may not have one because I didn't know how I'm gonna get out. It's like I was going a different direction.
There's a body on the side of the trail. What happened here? Maybe I should take another look around before I move on.
Blighted meat. Why would I want that? Sun shower? I love that. Have you ever seen the rain? Wow. Oddly specific. Oh yeah, more of these guys. I love these guys. I thought that at first. and
No
then
good.
there's
Need
also-
ammo.
Oh, Louis, don't get yourself in trouble. We're getting out of here.
rush of air.
No, some things. Yeah, it's might be a fire claw. Yep. Mangrove mamas.
I can turn this around.
Tell me the different ones. Oh, damn it! They saw me before I could see them.
Thornmarsh. Quite a sight, isn't it? Never thought I'd find myself this deep in Tenakth territory.
Have you run into any trouble?
I've been keeping my head down. Had to duck into the swamps a couple of times to avoid Tenakth patrols.
Well, I'm here now, so spill it. Who is Amadis, really?
Like I said before, he helped me put a stop to a hunter-killer machine out in the wilds. At first, he thought I was just another hunter from the lodge who only cared about the biggest machine trophy. And I thought he was just a grouchy hermit living in the woods. But then he trusted me with the truth. Told me how the Red Raids took everything from him. Seeing that side of him, I don't know, changed things.
You love him, don't you?
I think I might, yeah.
No.
And why did you part ways?
I'll just go.
When he told me how he failed to save the woman from his past, I told him how I made peace with my father and brother's deaths. He realized he needed to do the same on his own.
Wait. When we searched that Red Raid's battlefield together, you said he'd lost someone close to him there. I thought you meant a fellow soldier.
She was. Women aren't allowed to serve in the Karja army, but Nessa disguised herself so she could. Amadis kept her secret. When he left to come out west, he promised he'd send word that he was alright, but his letter never came.
So this woman's helping her love find his
and
lover.
when we do, I'll have words for him for leading us on this wild goose chase.
Well, at least I kind of understand now. Amadis thought Nessa died on the battlefield.
It is a love
But
rectangle.
when he learned that the Tenakth took prisoners back west, he kept going.
Yeah, he thinks she's still
So
alive.
I guess now we find this prison, the Rot.
I did some scouting while I was waiting. I think I might have found the way.
Lead on then. Do you think Nessa might still be alive?
I doubt it. Any Karja prisoners from the Red Raids would have been killed or returned home by now.
Then what's Amadis after?
I think he just needs to know.
Keep these on me.
There's a lot of traps in the environment.
Ha! Over here, you flaming hunk of scrap.
That's him.
That Fireclaw's right on his heels.
He's no match for it alone. Come on.
Got you.
Yeah, it is.
He's got your back.
That's fair.
Not now.
Oh yeah. I got my Frost Blast Sling. Where is it? There it is. Again, it's a griddle.
Need ammo first.
Save the extra stock for later.
That must be your Nora friend, Aloy?
Yeah.
That's what you have to say.
Talana,
You were supposed to let me know you were okay.
I was going to send the message right after I crossed into the desert with an Oseram caravan. But when it became clear that the tunnel had collapsed behind us, I figured the only thing I could do was press on. Seeing as you found a way out here, however, clearly I was wrong. I'm sorry. The last thing I wanted was to worry you.
So, you must be Amatis.
Heard a lot about
and
you,
you
big
must
boy.
be Aloy. Talana's told me a lot about you.
A little. We know you're headed for the rot.
A clue. Or a shred of one. Maybe she died on the battlefield. Or maybe she wasted away in that prison.
Talana told me about you and Nessa during the Red Raids.
We were both assigned to the Southern Spear Division. Our orders were to push into Tanuk territory through the tunnel. She was proud to serve the Sundom at first, but as the atrocities mounted, we both saw the raids for what they were.
And the two of you grew close?
We did what we could to protect innocent lives. It felt like we were the only ones who objected to the slaughter. And yes, we were close.
Biblically.
Until the Battle of
Here's
the Burning Blooms.
rectangle right now.
What happened at the
I had intel that the Tanuk forces were greater than we had anticipated. I tried to convince my commander to halt. He was a drunken lout. And when I threatened to reveal his incompetence to Karja High Command, he pulled a knife on me. So
In self-defense.
I was too late. By the time I got to the battle, the fields were already burning. What's more, the commander I had killed was from a powerful noble house. They put a bounty on my head.
But the Red Raids are long over. Sunglyph, he knew.
The Sun King can't help me.
A pardon from Avad won't stop bounty hunters eager to claim their prize.
So, you and Talana.
This is
sounds like the two
complicated.
of you had
Ayla's
an
totally
adventure
meddling in
out in the
affairs
wilds.
that are not.
Clawstriders, a hunter-killer, mercenaries, a shell snapper. Nothing could get in her way.
A scruffy hermit in the woods certainly tried.
That was foolish of him, in hindsight.
Oh, they love each other.
Well, we're here now. So let's head to the Rot.
I can't ask you to come with me.
I didn't come all this way just to leave you now.
I know better than to try to talk you out of it. Come then.
The best thing that could happen
The
for
Rot's
this
not far.
rectangle is for Nissa to actually be alive.
The Rot's along the shore.
Be like,
We'll
oh,
have
hey.
to stick to the woods to avoid being seen.
Shadow stretching. How did you find it?
I overheard a Tanuk patrol from the nearby village talking about it. Figured it out from there.
The Tanaks and their
What were you gonna do if we hadn't found you? Take it on alone?
I only need to question one guard. Figured I'd grab someone when they're by themselves.
Well,
yeah.
Now you have us.
We're getting close. Just a little further.
Trying to get to the. I just need berries. They mean so much to me.
Don't leave yet, Aloy.
Right? Alright, that's it for now. Next mission is going to be great. Thank you for watching this stream. Until next time, wow, what an awesome session.